This speech, made by Mark Antony to the Roman mob, in Julius Caesar, written by Shakespeare, according to Napoleon Hill, is one of the best sales speeches written, other than the Sermon on the Mount. I'm going to read it. This is just after Brutus convinced the Roman mob that Caesar was a tyrant and ambitious, and that Brutus did the righteous thing by slaying him. Antony, for Brutus' sake, I am beholding to you. Fourth citizen, what does he say of Brutus? Third citizen, he says for Brutus' sake, he finds himself beholding to us all. Fourth citizen, 'twere best he speak no harm of Brutus here. First citizen, this Caesar was a tyrant. Third citizen, nay, that's certain. We are blessed that Rome is rid of him. Second citizen, peace, let us hear what Antony can say. Antony, you gentle Romans. All, peace ho, let us hear him. Antony, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you, Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransom did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambitious? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. First citizen, methinks there is much reason in his sayings. Second citizen, if thou consider rightly of the matter, Caesar has had great wrong. Third citizen, has he masters? I fear there will a worse come in this place. Fourth citizen, mark ye his words. He would not take the crown. Therefore, 'tis certain he was not ambitious. First citizen, if it be found so, some will dear abide it. Second citizen, poor soul, his eyes are red as fire with weeping. Third citizen, there's not a nobler man in Rome than Antony. Fourth citizen, now mark him, he begins again to speak. Antony, but yesterday the word of Caesar might have stood against the world. Now lies he there, and none so poor to do him reverence. O masters, if I were disposed to stir your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong and Cassius wrong, who you all know are honorable men. I will not do them wrong. I rather choose to wrong the dead, to wrong myself and you, than I will wrong such honorable men. But there's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closet. 'Tis his will. Let but the commons hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read. And they would go and kiss dead Caesar's wounds, and dip their napkins in his sacred blood. Yea, beg a hair of him for memory, and dying mention it within their wills, bequeathing it as a rich legacy unto their issue. Fourth citizen, we'll hear the will. Read it, Mark Antony. All, the will, we will hear Caesar's will. Antony, have patience, gentle friends, I must not read it. It is not meet you know how Caesar loved you. You are not wood, you are not stones, but men. And, being men, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you. It will make you mad. It is good you know not that you are his heirs, for if you should, oh, what would come of it? Fourth citizen. Read the will. We'll hear it, Antony. You shall read us the will, Caesar's will. Antony. Will you be patient? Will you stay a while? I have overshot myself to tell you of it. I fear I wrong the honorable men, whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it. Fourth citizen. They were traitors, honorable men, all. The will, the testament. Second citizen. They were villains, murderers. The will, read the will. Antony. You will compel me, then, to read the will? Then make a ring about the corpse of Caesar, and let me show you him that made the will. Shall I descend? And will you give me leave? All. Come down. Second citizen. Descend. He comes down from the pulpit. Third citizen. You shall have leave. Fourth citizen. A ring. Stand around. First citizen. Stand from the hears. Stand from the body. Second citizen. Room for Antony. Most noble Antony. Antony. Nay, press not so upon me. Stand far off. For he knows that will bring them closer. All. Stand back. Room. Bear back. Antony. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all do know this mantle, I remember, the first time ever Caesar put it on. It was on a summer's evening in his tent. That day he overcame the Nervii. Look, in this place ran Cassius' dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed, and as he plucked his cursed steel away, mark how the blood of Caesar followed it, as rushing out of doors, to be resolved, if Brutus so unkindly knocked or no. For Brutus, as you know, was Caesar's angel. Judge, O you gods, how dearly Caesar loved him. This was the most unkindest cut of all. For when the noble Caesar saw him stab, ingratitude, more strong than traitor's arms, quite vanquished him. Then burst his mighty heart, and, in his mantle muffling up his face, even at the base of Pompey's statue, which all the while ran blood, great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall was there, my countrymen! Then I, and you, and all of us fell down, whilst bloody treason flourished over us. Oh, now you weep, and I perceive you feel the dent of pity. These are gracious drops, kind souls. What? Weep you when you but behold our Caesar's vesture wounded? Look you here. Here is himself, marred, as you see, with traitors. First citizen. O piteous spectacle. Second citizen. O noble Caesar. Third citizen. O woeful day. Fourth citizen. O traitors, villains. First citizen. O most bloody sight. Second citizen. We will be revenged. All. Revenge about. Seek, burn, fire, kill, slay. Let not a traitor live. Antony. Stay, countrymen. First citizen. Peace there. Hear the noble Antony. Second citizen. We'll hear him. We'll follow him. We'll die with him. Antony. Good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up to such a sudden flood of mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable. What private griefs they have, alas, I know not, that made them do it. They are wise and honorable, and will, no doubt with reasons, answer you. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator, as Brutus is, but, as you know me all, a plain, blunt man, that love my life, and that they know full well, that gave me public leave to speak of them. For I have neither wit, nor words, nor worth, action, nor utterance, nor the power of speech to stir men's blood. I only speak right on. I tell you that which you yourselves do know. Show you sweet Caesar's wounds, poor dumb mouths, and bid them speak for me. But were I Brutus, and Brutus Antony, there where an Antony would ruffle up your spirits, and put a tongue in every wound of Caesar that should move the stones of Rome to rise in mutiny. All will mutiny. First citizen, will burn the house of Brutus. Third citizen, away then, come seek the conspirators. Antony, yet hear me, countrymen, yet hear me speak. All, peace ho, hear Antony, most noble Antony. Antony, why, friends, you go, do you know not what? Wherein hath Caesar thus deserved your love? Alas, you know not. I must tell you then. You have forgot the will I told you of. All, most true, the will. Let's stay and hear the will. Antony, here is the will, and under Caesar's seal, to every Roman citizen he gives, to every several man, 75 drachmas. Second citizen, most noble Caesar, will revenge his death. Third citizen, O royal Caesar. Antony, hear me with patience. All, peace ho. Antony, moreover, he hath left you all his walks, his private arbours, and new planted orchards, on this side Tiber. He hath left them you, and to your heirs forever, common pleasures, to walk abroad and recreate yourselves. Here was a Caesar, when comes such another? First citizen, never, never, come, away, away. We'll burn his body in the holy place, and with the brands, fire the traitors' houses, take up the body. Second citizen, go fetch fire. Third citizen, pluck down benches. Fourth citizen, pluck down forms, windows, anything. Exeunt citizens with the body. Antony, now let it work. Mischief thou art afoot. Take thou what course thou wilt. How now, fellow? Until next time.